The next bout on the UFC 300 card is Jalin Turner versus Renato Moicano. And as someone who does watch and enjoy Renato Moicano's fights, or at least the post-fight interviews, because the last fight wasn't the most entertaining fight, I don't like this fight for Renato Moicano at all. Jalin Turner is extremely dangerous for anybody in the lightweight division. He's extremely lengthy, very tall, especially for lightweight, has a lot of good speed on the feet and some good power as well. He just brutally KO'd Bobby Green in his last fight, even though it was a pretty late stoppage. Bobby Green should have never went out cold in that fight, but he ended up doing that. Renato Moicano had the Paddy Pimblett fight on the table. He literally has it on the table. Paddy Pimblett is calling for Renato Moicano now, and I think that's going to be on a pay-per-view card anyways, so he's still getting the opportunity, and Paddy Pimblett fight will likely be on a main card because the UFC is trying to promote him. I just don't know why he's taking this matchup. I know it was strung in a little bit late. You could say, I'm not going to compare this because there was higher stakes. Like when they made that Dricus du Plessis and Robert Whittaker fight like a year ago, when the Adesanya fight was on the table and you had them hyping that up, it was really questionable, and then you saw Dricus win. I don't know if I see that for Renato Moicano, because even during that Dricus fight, I'm like, okay, the straight shots can definitely get Robert Whittaker here. Like there's a path to victory. Renato Moicano can wrestle. Jalin Turner, I think like a year ago, I want to say it was on the John Jones card versus Cyril Gane, so it was probably about a year ago in March. Jalin Turner was supposed to fight Dan Hooker. Dan Hooker pulled out. Mateus Gamrot, who trains at the same gym as Renato Moicano, came in and then beat Jalin Turner just by wrestling him, chain wrestling. But that was Mateus Gamrot on short notice. Obviously, Mateus Gamrot's always pretty game. Like you can tell, like his name's the Gamer, so he's always like working out. It seems like for Mateus Gamrot there. But Jalin Turner got a different style matchup about 6 weeks late. I picked Jalin Turner in that fight from what I believe. He did land some decent shots in that fight, but Mateus Gamrot was just able to take him down at will at that point. But Renato Moicano in his last fight against Drew Dober, I picked Drew Dober. Drew Dober was beating him on the feet pretty, like he was hurting Renato Moicano on the feet, and then Renato Moicano wasn't able to take him down and control him on the ground, which actually I was kind of surprised by. I'm going to be honest. I thought Drew Dober's takedown defense was a lot better. Not saying that Renato Moicano's offensive wrestling and grappling isn't that great. It is. It's pretty good, but I just thought Drew Dober was going to be able to stop it. Jalin Turner, I think, does a decent job, especially if he's accepting a fight against Renato Moicano. He understands what he's getting himself into. It's not a chain wrestling guy like Mateus Gamrot. I just think this is a very dangerous opponent for Renato Moicano, a guy who's a lot faster than Drew Dober, a guy that's going to throw a lot of stuff down the middle, and very lengthy as well. He's going to have, a 3.5-inch reach advantage in this fight. I think he's going to tag Renato Moicano and probably TKO him. I'm just going to be honest here. I am going to be rooting for Renato Moicano. I just think this is a very rough fight for him to take. I mean, he definitely can win if he can get a takedown on Jalin Turner and kind of just control him the same way he did against Drew Dober. He can do that. I think he should probably just look for the takedown immediately. I don't think he should even try to stand up with Jalin Turner. He's just too fast on the feet and too dangerous, in my opinion. I'm going Jalin Turner by TKO. Probably the second round. I think Renato Moicano probably takes him down at the end of the third. I think he's going to be looking for that takedown very early on in the fight. I think he's going to get tagged pretty badly, but I do think he ends up getting dropped in the second round and TKO'd on the ground due to ground and pound. So I'm going Jalin Turner here. I'm going to be rooting for Renato Moicano, though. I just don't understand why he's taking this fight. If I'm him, I know it's the UFC 300 card. I know it's a really big opportunity. This is on the prelims, too, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, it's on the prelims, but they got a lot of great fights on this card. You have a better opportunity on a main card, on a London card, under a Leon Edwards versus probably Bilal Muhammad, Tom Aspinall versus Curtis Blades. Like a pretty big London card that they're going to be throwing together. Like one of the better London cards we'll actually see on a main card against Paddy Pimblett late in the summer. And he's taking this fight. So maybe if he does win against Jalin Turner, so many eyes on UFC 300. If he gets that post-fight speech, you can set up that Paddy Pimblett fight, and maybe the UFC wants that. But you're beating a number, this is 9 ranked according to Tapology. I don't know Jalin Turner's actual ranking on the UFC page, but can you really justify a Renato Moicano, who's probably going to be like 8 or 7, taking on a Paddy Pimblett if he does beat Jalin Turner? Maybe the UFC would want that. Maybe that's how you stick Paddy Pimblett in the rankings if he does win, or if you're kind of just taking a guy in Renato Moicano who's pretty entertaining, at least in his post-fight speech, and can make things interesting, and kind of just say like, okay, we're just gonna throw Paddy Pimblett out there. If he's gonna sink or swim, and then we'll figure out where to go from there. I don't know, but big fight for Renato Moicano here. A lot of eyes on this card. I just think it's a very dangerous matchup, especially when you have a pretty big fight looming in the background there. So we'll see what happens here. I'm going to go with Jalin Turner, second round TKO. Let me know who you guys think wins down below in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time.